As we are approaching the release of the 7 Deadly Sins Origin, let me help you understand the game better and let me break down the character system for you. In the character menu, you are provided with 5 options: weapons, armor, costumes, mastery and potential. In weapons menu, you can equip one of the 3 weapons that the character can hold, each of which are responsible for their abilities. Generally, each character has a passive, 2 special skills and an ultimate. Passives remain the same no matter what weapon you equip. Throughout the demo, special skill 1 has been used multiple times, however, there is not a dedicated button shown on the screen, so I would assume that it's done using the right click on your mouse. Second skill can be activated while switching characters, which will consume special stamina, or simply by using the E button on your keyboard. Both of those actions will put the ability on a cooldown. And lastly, there's your ultimate that requires you clicking the Q button, and it will consume special ultimate points that are shared between the team, just like the HP. Additionally, characters like Thunder, Hauser, Tristan and Tiore have an extra ability that you can use by clicking the button R. And since we are talking about skills, Mastery is probably responsible for the skill tree and skill improvements of each character. Next we have Armor, that refers to gear that you equip on characters and give them improved stats and substats. To gain additional stats from the equipment, you can put them as sets. At the top, you can either put a set of 4 or set of 2 and 2. Meanwhile, at the bottom, you will always need to put a set of 3. Additionally, in the demonstration version, you could see an icon for the third type of equipment. However, what it does and how it looks is still unknown. Both weapons and equipment can both be leveled up. However, the weapons require awakening and start as a level 10 baseline. Meanwhile, equipment can start with a level relative to their rarity. Obtaining weapons and equipment is extremely simple and there are multiple ways of doing so. Completing quests, opening chests, defeating random enemies and defeating bosses are all a viable way of obtaining equipment and weapons. However, remember that when you defeat a boss, you are more likely to receive higher rarity loot. Next option in character menu is costumes, which is quite self-explanatory. This option simply just allows you to change the cosmetic look, or you could call it a skin, of a character. Lastly, we have potential or potentiality, which is probably something similar to Resonance Chain in Wuthering Waves, which lets you unlock new abilities for a character when you pull their dupes. In the end, all of those factors contribute to the power level of the character, which subsequently reflects in the total combat power and total HP of your team. So far, this is all the info related to this topic. So, let me know if it was informative and helpful to you. Thank you for watching, subscribe, like and have a wonderful day.